Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I'll be bringing you some of my favourite pieces of fine jewellery and costume jewellery in my collection and showing you a little bit of a promo from a new brand called Miss Blue. So before we get started, this video has been requested several times by you guys. You want to know the origin story behind the necklace that I wear all the time, which is my lock and ring, which I'll share with you. You have noticed some of my fashion jewellery pieces, you have noticed some of my fine jewellery pieces, and you keep asking questions. These videos are notoriously hard to get right, so instead of doing my entire collection, I'm just going to show you some favourites. And it came at a great time because Miss Blue reached out to me to share with me some fabulous pieces of their fine jewellery, which is lab-grown gemstones and moissanite rings. Now, let me get this clear. Previously I've said I'm not a big fan of lab-grown diamonds, and I'm not. But when I saw the gemstone range from Miss Blue, I nearly died, because these gemstones are things I dream about, things that I will never be able to buy that are, you know, mine-grown legitimate pieces. We're talking like $600,000 for one of the pieces that I've got here. So this was a really fun way for me to get the look and feel with a quality partner whose goal basically is to reduce water consumption across the world. So that's what they're doing. With the lab-grown process, they reduce water consumption to pretty much zero as opposed to the mining process. So I like that. But if I'm being real, what I'm drawn to is the design of these pieces. I trolled through the website before I agreed to collaborate with Miss Blue to see if there were things that really spoke to me, and I'm pleased to say there were 3 bits. So I'm going to show you those bits first. Okay, so first of all, packaging wise, the packaging on this box is really, really beautiful. This is the external box, and what I like is when you're purchasing pieces, now they do sell pieces that are aimed at more the engagement ring market and what have you. I don't like the tacky cardboard packaging that a lot of these lab-grown diamond places do. So they have this nice hard-sided box, and inside there are 2 pieces that I purchased. Now, the first one, which I've bought all of these to kind of stack on my ring finger here. So I'm going to remove these pieces here. The first one I got was this beautiful heart-shaped engagement ring. This one is made of moissanite, but I thought, for me, I would like to stack it along with my other Canturi pieces, because what I like about these fine little rings is the opportunity to create some kind of curated stack that really works for you and your style. Now, I prefer rings that are a little more chunky, a little less dainty, and what I loved about this little heart, which I'm just going to play around with this stack here, is for me it adds a 3-dimensional element to my already lovely stack on my right hand finger. So I'm going to do some cutaways there and show you what I'm talking about, but I'll also show you what it looks like on its own, because it's really quite pretty and dainty. So if this is a style that appeals to you, I'll link all of these in the description box down below. It looks really lonely there on my finger all by itself, but I thought the heart shape was a really sweet option. And also, if you're not looking to get engaged to anyone or yourself, it's a great piece to be able to play around with because it doesn't look like it's too serious. This next piece is a 3-stone emerald cut lab-grown emerald ring, and there is no way I'd ever be able to purchase this as a, you know, mined stone. I actually tried on a stone like this in Bulgari in New York on 5th Avenue, and I nearly died. So here it is on my finger. You can see the emerald-shaped middle stone, and then the 2 white stones on the outside, and the white gold band. When I saw this on the website, I was like, oh my God, I love it. And what I also wanted to do was stack it with the little heart ring, because I thought the 2 of them together would just look so sweet. The other thing that I wanted to do with this ring is stack it along with my other pieces. And so if you know me, I like things to be a little more chunky, a little unique, a little undone. Look at that. That looks amazing. And I am so excited to be wearing these over the Christmas festive season because they just bring a little zhuzh. And if you know anything about mined emeralds, is that they're very brittle. They're not for everyday wear. This one, I'm going to wear it and see how it goes, but I'm super excited about it. I think it's a really beautiful design. Now the next one I have, I actually wore it the other night to the Friends of Fendi dinner, which was a very intimate little dinner for people who are friends of our local Fendi boutique. I got to go and I thought I would wear this particular piece. So let me show you how extraordinary it is. This is the 15.4 carat baguette lab-grown gemstone eternity band. Oh my God. I got it in the pink sapphires. It is extraordinary. And look at that. Look at that. Like, there's no way that I would ever be able to pick up a piece like this from a jeweler that is made of real diamonds and sapphires. So these lab-grown ones look exactly the same, but you know, they're much more affordable. And I was wearing that with my pink suit. I'll put a picture over here. And a few people actually stopped me and said, excuse me, what is that? Did you get that for your birthday? And it was really very much a showstopper. And I stacked it underneath my other ring as well to give it a really high impact look. So I can actually say for once that this is a collaboration that I am really excited about. These three pieces were my top pieces from the collection. They will be linked and you will get a 15% discount if you use my code, and click the links that I have in the description bar below for any of your Christmas, New Year's shopping, or perhaps a little treat for yourself. Valentine's Day is coming up. You might want to drop a couple of hints to your significant other, but certainly for me, I am super pleased that I engaged with this collection, and I'll be keeping an eye on Miss Blue's upcoming collections. So thanks to Miss Blue for sponsoring this part of the video. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit naked at the moment because I'm not wearing some of my core jewellery pieces, so I thought I'd start with my fine jewellery collection favourites. So first of all, you'll notice on my left hand, this is my wedding stack. So my wedding ring originally came from the Monique Luya for Blue Nile collection. It's a very fine little diamond band and it sat under my original engagement ring. Last year I had the stone from my original engagement ring, which was also a Monique Luya design for Blue Nile, moved into this gorgeous Canturi Stella ring with halo. So Canturi is my absolute favourite fine jewellery brand here in Australia. Stefano Canturi just has the most unique approach to jewellery design. It is so different to everything else that's out there and instantly recognisable, and if you know, you know. And you'll know that I have quite a few pieces from Stefano Canturi in my collection. The three rings that I have been wearing on my right hand stack have been 2 Regina rings and 1 Radiance ring, all from Canturi. So again, I will put cutaways in. So the Regina stands for Queen, or means Queen in Italian. The Radiance ring is the beautiful piece in the middle, and then the final Regina ring that I have at the top of my stack has pink diamonds in it that I had made for my 40th birthday recently. I love the look of this ring stack. It's all fine jewellery. They are all cubist. They are unique. They are me. They've been curated over a period of time. And yeah, I really enjoy wearing this stack on the daily. They are white gold baguette and carré cut diamonds, and I have obviously solitaires in the top one with the pink diamonds as well. Another ring that I purchased a few years back and I haven't been wearing very often is my Bulgari Viper ring. I bought it to wear on my pointer finger, and sometimes I find it comfortable, sometimes not. It actually looks pretty cute now, but this one also has the brilliant cut diamonds in every second segment. And again, I love Bulgari because it's so unique and bold and Italian. And then finally from Canturi, my original cubism piece, which I now wear on my middle finger. I had it resized after an unfortunate incident where I had to get all of my rings cut off my finger. Don't exercise with your jewellery on a hot day, and if it's already quite firm fitting, because it lends itself to a very scary situation. So this one, I had it resized so I can fit it on my middle finger on my left side, but I really don't like wearing rings on my middle finger. I really just like wearing rings on my ring fingers. So here is where it sits on my right side. I bought this as a gift to myself when I got divorced, and it's a very, very special piece to me. It was symbolic for many, many reasons. Here it is stacked with the 2 other Regina rings. It's a statement, and I love statement fine jewellery. Now, many people have inquired over the years about the symbology behind the lock and ring that I wear. So if I bring this back, the lock itself, I'll bring that to the front. So the lock is a sterling silver Tiffany & Co lock that one of my best mates gave me when we were in New York. It was both of our first trip to New York, and we had the most extraordinary time. She went to Tiffany. She loves gold jewellery. I love white gold, and she bought herself a gold lock, and she bought me the sterling silver lock, and it was to commemorate the most wonderful holiday. She presented it to me in Rockefeller Square Centre. We were having a glass of champagne and just thinking what an extraordinary trip we had. The second piece is this Bulgari B0 ring, and you can see that it has some damage on it. This is one of the rings that I almost had to get cut off my finger along with that Canturi, and Mr. Addiction bought me this. It was actually to replace the first B0 ring that he bought me from Bulgari that I lost. And it was the first ever piece of jewellery that he bought me, which was pretty darn special. And so rather than risk that happening again, I now wear them on my neck, and I have done for many years. So I'm just going to pop that on because I'm feeling a little naked at the moment. Okay, there we go, that feels better. A couple of other of my favourite pieces that I wear on the daily is this beautiful diamond tennis bracelet. I bought this from the Diamond District in New York on that same trip, and I have lost all of the authentication paperwork. So people often ask, how many carats is it? I don't know, I need to get it re-authenticated, but I just love the size of it, and it's sitting alongside my Canturi. It's sitting alongside my Cartier Love bracelet with the 6 diamonds in white gold that I got for my 10th wedding anniversary from Mr. Addiction earlier this year, which I absolutely love as well. So there are my daily pieces. Then I'll show you my watch. Not technically jewellery, but I guess I wear it every single day. It's my Cartier Tank in the stainless steel. It's the small size. Again, it's just an everyday, easy wearing piece. I love it. I've got reviews of these pieces on my channel, and yeah, that's kind of my everyday look. Earrings wise, these Maria Tash pieces, which I have highlighted in the unboxing videos from Paris. This is the flower garland. Then I have a butterfly here and a tiny trinity here, and these are Keshi pearls from northwestern Australia. I love Keshi pearls because they're so natural and organic. And on this side I have a Maria Tash flower, Maria Tash tiny trinity in rose gold, and the other Keshi pearl. So that's kind of my everyday fine jewellery look. Now there is no doubt that I have more fine jewellery, but it's just going to take too long to go through it all in this video. So my favourite costume jewellery, these Galusha bangles from Bulgari. I picked up this pink one long before I even knew that it was Stingray. I just thought it was amazing. And the green one I got a couple of years ago. But look at the texture of these. These are pretty affordable at Bulgari. I know they're under $1,000 Australian dollars, and they just, you know, my favourite colours, pink and green. But obviously lilac fits in there, and when they make a lilac one, I will buy that too. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous, very wearable pieces of fashion jewellery. Another couple of favourites of mine, my Hermes, is this Click H? I think it is. This one is in, I think it was rose gold. I can't remember, but I just loved the combination of this because it goes with a lot of the clothing that I wear. Is it gold or rose gold? I think it's rose gold. Connor was with me. But yeah, I quite liked how neutral it was against a lot of my other jewellery, and it definitely makes an impact or a statement, which now I can't get it off. There we go. So here we have my Louis Vuitton favourites. These are the Louisette earrings in a beautiful kind of sterling silver with a pearlescent finish on the ear. These ones are a bit more punky with the black enamel and the gold. And these are the cruiser jacket earrings that you often see me wearing. I love the look of these, especially with my stacked ear now. They are still for sale at Louis Vuitton, so if you're interested in those, I highly recommend them. They're one of my most worn Louis Vuitton and overall fashion earrings. This Dale necklace from Oak and Luna I had made. It's made of 14 karat gold, I believe, and yeah, I wear it from time to time when I change out my current necklace. Highly recommend. They're so good. They are expensive, but they would make a great gift for people that you really love. This new pair of Dior earrings, they're a tribal earring with the Eiffel Tower. They're so playful and fun. I picked up in Paris recently. Now we're on to my Chanel favourites. These dangly Chanel in the silver with diamonds, who am I kidding? Crystals, CCs, are just an interesting drop with a small stud. They're really easy to wear and you can wear them all day. These jacket earrings with crystals, I purchased in Paris, love them. I've only worn them once, but so far so good. These little brooches I just adore. They're super playful. The one on the right was from the Paris Hamburg collection. The one on the left was Leo, I think Leo Lion. Leo Lion, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, Chanel was a Leo, and this one's got a Chanel jacket, boots, and a little handbag. These earrings I picked up pre-love from Designer Archives, and I have to say they're super heavy, but I just love them. They're Chanel perfume bottles. These ones here, they kind of actually, hold on a second. Won't they be a great match for my new Miss Blue emerald ring? I picked up these Chanel earrings in Paris. I could not look away from them, and yes, they're costume jewellery. Yes, they were expensive, but I'd never be able to afford to buy those in actual real gemstones. These ones here I bought in Brisbane ages ago. I love them. Again, they kind of got this ruthenium hardware with pearls and crystals, and they look fantastic on for a party night. This is the classic Chanel pearl necklace with white or silver, I suppose. I keep going to say white gold and crystals. I love stacking this with this Henry Bendel necklace. Look at all the charms on this. And because it's got all of these kind of little collectible charms, it's got safety pins and keys and locks and all sorts of bits and pieces, it stacks really well with that Chanel, and I often do that. Henry Bendel unfortunately doesn't exist anymore. These two sets of earrings were recent purchases through Farfetch and a local boutique, Sam Ogilvy. They are Oscar de la Renta, and they are extraordinary. I bought them for my holiday and I wore them and I loved them. And I think that's everything that I wanted to show you. Look at all of those beauties. Now there's obviously a lot more that I have, but again, I wanted to keep the video nice and concise. So these are some of my favorite things. I'm not going to link them because a lot of them are seasonal pieces and you won't be able to find them anymore, but I guess the summary is I look for things that are novel, that are out there, particularly when it's costume jewellery. It's got to do its job. It's a costume, right? It's not pretending to be something it's not. And so, oh, I forgot my Fendi. These are my Fendi Fendi O-Lock earrings that I purchased. I don't buy a lot of jewellery from Fendi because I find it's too gold for me. But if they start making more white gold or more sterling silver, I might look closer. So yeah, as I was saying, for me, costume jewellery is all about the costume. It's not trying to be something that it's not. Hence why I went for really big, bold, beautiful pieces from Ms. Blue, because that is just glorious. I cannot wait to flex with this beautiful piece. What do you think of my amazing Ms. Blue pieces? How gorgeous are they? I'm going to have so much fun playing with those this Christmas and New Year. Remember, check out the description box for my links and discount code. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments which of my jewellery pieces are your favourites. And what do you think I should look into next? If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays and sometimes some extras, so please come along and join me for the next one, whenever that is. Ciao for now!